Let's talk about Monk Runson featuring Bruno Mars Uptown Funk as it turns 10 years old around this time. Ain't that hard to believe that that is 10 years old? This song just seemed like it came out of nowhere, took a life of its own, and there was so many different origins about it. Because some people were like, wow. It was like a turning point when you think about Bruno Mars's career because for some people, they didn't quite know what to make or break. They had liked him as a songwriter, they liked him as a singer, they had liked him as own right as an artist, but they didn't quite know, if the goods were. But this particular song with Mark Ronson's production and them collaborating was a turning point. It was like a song that they said, whoa, that was like a part where he became into his own, the melody and the groove. Now, the interesting part of it is that there have been people who came for the clearances and the samples and everything along with that. So the Gap Band estate had lawsuits, and as did Sequence featuring Angie Stone, rap group from back in the late 70s. So people were claiming, and of course, Parliament Funkadelic Give Up the Funk. It was also a nod to the Minneapolis style funk with Prince in the time, also a nod to Roger and Zapp. And there were other people involved, but still, at the end of the day, the song held its own in its own merits in its own way. So it's interesting that it's now a decade old. A lot of people covered it, a lot of people used it. And it was actually, for some people who were on the fence with Bruno Mars, this was the one that gave him a pass, if you will. Said, okay, you want to be into the R&B world? This is what we'll allow to happen. So it had definitely taken its own. It is hard to believe that it's been a decade because it seems a lot longer than that. So much has happened in a decade. Of course, Mars's career has continued to endure. And of course, I really believe when he did 24K, his follow up, and he was also doing 90s New Jack Swing and other things, then he led him to Silk Sonic. But it was Uptown Funk that was the pivotal force that got the ball rolling. And Runson kept on as a producer. So there's a lot of people involved with it, but it didn't harm him. It only enhanced his career. It won awards. It was a very successful song. And he is polarizing for some, but for some, they have no problem with what he's done with his musicality. So Uptown Funk became an anthem, and it's still played to this day, and it still is on its way. So anyway, but where do you stand on it? 10 years later, with Uptown Funk, Mark Ronson, Bruno Mars. Do you look at it as a banger still, or was it just a moment in time? What do you think? And considering where Bruno Mars has gone since then, that collaboration, because his collaborations only got bigger, obviously, with Anderson Paak, and when they did Leave the Door Open and the Silk Sonic project, and now with Lady Gaga. So, but where do you come down? Please hit like, subscribe, welcome thoughts, comments, and I do respond. Thank you. Wash your hands, keep your mind clear. Watch out for another share if you like. Hit that membership because the videos you request, I bring them back to you. Stay safe, stay blessed, stay real, stay true, stay honest, stay bold, stay clean and clean. I'm out one time. Peace.